Hey, I am so sorry this took so long to get to you, but I did want to tell you a little bit about what I use Trello for. Um, so you can kind of see, because it's just so hard to take snapshots of your phone and send them. So on my home page, I've got a lot of boards. I probably need to clean it up because I have a lot. I literally use Trello for everything. Everything business related I use. And you can see I've even copied Gina's board. And I've been trying to let my downlines have a board, kind of like she described in her video, but I haven't gotten super great about that. So the two that I use the most are my hostess coaching and my training my recruits. So I'll go into those, but I just wanted you to see some of the other stuff that I use Trello for. So I've been trying to get better at follow-up. I keep a hard copy paper for parties. Like I write people's names down and check off like if I've asked them about hosting or asked them about recruiting or I've offered recommendations, I keep that on paper. It's just easier for me that way when I'm running a party that I can just have that hard copy on my counter. Baby showers in here are just like blurbs that I might use that I don't want to forget. Like this mass inviting one, there was like an amazing blurb on the old cheerleaders page that I wanted to just have, just in case like I don't know what to say, I can go in there and just find it. So not all of these have lots of things in them, just some stuff to remind me of recruiting, like people that I need to check back with. And then if you go into them, you can add comments like when I followed up with them and when I need to follow up again. So okay, so let's look at those two boards I use the most. The training recruits one isn't up to date with our new training where we've added the actual like downline that's recruited them and the team leader. So I need to do a little tweaking. But the awesome thing about Trello is you can keep track of as many people or as many parties at the same time. So like Naomi, she's launched, and then when I'm done with whatever I need to do, I can just archive that. And so I know next I need to talk about their why, and then I can archive that, and I just work my way down. You can add checklists inside of it, so like refunds, where they're at, express success, and then you can send, you can also put blurbs in here, so like, anything that I need to say to them. It's basically the Google Doc inside Trello, so you just archive as you need. But it really helps me, especially when we have like a kit special like this, when I have many recruits that are being trained at the same time, or I have lots of hostesses. I know you said you work, and I actually just resigned from my full-time job this year, so I know how important it is to keep organized. Okay, so here's the hostess coaching. Mine is just like combined versions of Gina's and like mine, I guess. I've just like combined them so that there's a lot to this, but I've incorporated literally every blurb that I've ever come across that I think is good, and then I'll just use the one that I think is good for that situation. So you can see like I have Gina's book party bingo, and then I have my tic-tac-toe bingo, and then as I go, I just click on these, and then you can copy the list, and then you can type in like the date that that person's having a party, and then it's always in a different time zone, so I usually change it so I know when it is, and then I just create the list. So right now, with Beth's party, I have 4 active things, and then I just go through, and it takes a minute, there you go, and then I just archive as I go. So when I come in, I know that I still need for Jamie's party, I need to make sure I've done those 2 things. And then I can click and go inside of it and see, oh, okay, this is on recruiting, so maybe this person kind of asked a couple questions. Maybe this blurb is good for it, so I'll copy and paste that to her. So, and then when you're done with the entire board, you can right click here and you can archive the list. Now, once you archive it, you can't retrieve it. Like, there's no retrieval to pull it back over here. If you do make a mistake, and let's say like I accidentally forgot to do that, you can actually go over here and copy and move it back to that list so you know that you haven't forgotten it. So there's lots of options within this. That's kind of how I use it.